Yo, what up, friends?
AFC South, Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Tennessee's another. The South in both conferences is a pretty shitty division when you're looking at it. What are your thoughts?
I mean, these are basically mirror images of each other, right? Both South divisions. You know who the team on top is. You know how the rest of the division kind of falls out because it's just horrible to watch at times. I do have the Texans begrudgingly winning in this division. I think they're the most talented team. Obviously, you've got C.J. Stroud still, who I think he's going to have a better year. A lot of what happened at the end of the year last year was a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of emotional stress after Tank Dell went down with injury. That was one of their locker room guys, and to see you lose somebody to that horrific of an injury, who might not even play football for the rest of his life. Not to forget this year, he might not play football for the rest of his career. That's tough for you to deal with. I think he's got the mindset going right now. I like their running back room. Even though Mixon's going to miss some time, I think Nick Chubb's going to kind of start to revert to his old self. He's another year healthier. I think he'll be fine. That defense can be top 5. In my opinion. I think that defense that Houston has can be top 5. I think Will Anderson's probably the most underrated pass rusher in the league right now. I think he could wind up being the best pass rusher in the NFL.
Don't fun on Derek Stingley.
Stingley's a great cornerback. I like Jalen Petrie. I think he's a good, solid defensive back as well. They have a really good defense in Houston. So I like them, of course, winning this division. Second, I'm gonna go Cam Warren to the Titans, finishing second.
All right, wow.
I think the back half of their schedule, is pretty easily. You got some winnable games there, and this is what you're supposed to do for a rookie quarterback. I love what Tennessee did this offseason. You go out, you go fix your defense, you go fix your offensive line, you go get some weapons, you do everything you can do to help have your rookie quarterback have at least some minimal success in his first year in the NFL. I love what Tennessee did. Houston did it when C.J. Stroud came out too. It seems like these guys know how. I love what they did. Getting a new GM in there, it seems like he knows what he's doing. Hopefully, he doesn't trade any more players to the Eagles. For the love of God, don't do that.
Being here in Nashville, they are a little worried about the coach, though. Mr. Callahan is not
the coach is the question, but I think he'll be fine. I think they finished second in the division. I think they're going to surprise a lot of teams this year. Third, it's really a toss-up because Trevor Lawrence really hasn't been as advertised since he's come into the league. You got one playoff win only because the Chargers charged their way out of that game.
That's very true.
Plus, he had 4 interceptions in that game, too. So he played horrible. The touchdowns at the end masked the horrible play in the first half. So,
right.
And then, of course, there's the Colts, who have Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback. We remember, though, Daniel Jones does have a playoff win, and Jonathan Taylor's back healthy. I'm not sold. Colts are going to be last. I got the Jaguars finishing 4th, and I think both of these teams are going to be a top 5 pick this year.
I cannot believe Daniel Jones, Clubber D, turned one playoff win into a $40 million a year contract. Tell me what your thoughts are here on the NFC.
It's weird. AFC. It's weird. You mentioned him because him and Trevor Lawrence have similar numbers. And Trevor got all that money and didn't do anything, which is just out of this world. And I thought he's going to be so much better coming out of Clemson. But I'll see. I think everyone's going to have the Texans as number 1 in that division. They're just going to, by the end of the year, half those teams be playing high school teams. I have the Jaguars by default as number 2. Cam Moore's going to have some ups and downs, but I think he still will be better than the Colts. I got the Colts being 4.
Okay. Wild card. Mar, what you got?
Hey, man, y'all crazy, babe. What's going on over here? All right. First of all, we're talking about 2 of those teams last year didn't get no more than 5 wins, and that was Jacksonville and Tennessee. And I get it. Cam Moore's going to be good, but he still needs I don't know what Allen's seeing in there. I don't think they did enough, as in weapons for Cam Ward. He's
Well, Mar, when you have somebody who texts you every day about the Tennessee Titans as much as Sam does, then you start to kind of buy into it.
Well, you got two eyes. You see what they look like.
I mean, he's got a point in some cases. You're also starting a rookie wide receiver too, so.
My point is if you're really trying to look, I think the offensive line is going to be improved. Kudos to that, and their defense always plays tough, regardless. Jeffrey Simmons is still, in my opinion, still one of the better defensive tackles in the league, but he gets no love because he's in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And we're not gonna act like the Jaguars ain't been the Jaguars. Okay, cool. I don't know why people hating on the Colts. Like, they had 8 wins last year with that quarterback situation. That was a problem last year, and and I know Flacco kind of bailed him out last year, and it's a different situation this year. I get people's trepidation about that. Cool, but I think they did enough with adding Javarius Ward on defense, and how are we forgetting that Jonathan Taylor is still a damn good running back, and he's
still young.
Football. Yeah, he ain't nothing but 25, 24.
I think the worry, though, there is that you have Daniel Jones at quarterback, and with his shitty play, they're just going to load the box up.
And I understand that, but I trust Shane Steichen enough to be smart enough to say, hey, I like the tight end and Ty Warren that we got in the draft. All right, Pittman's a bigger wide receiver. He's not your typical speedster, but he's going up against corners is going to be like 5'11". He's like 6'3".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's already got the mismatch. Downs got some speed. The wide receiver they got from Texas, Mitchell, speedster. He's going to be coming a little bit long. So Daniel is I actually don't think that it's on him. It's on him.
That was wild.
Whoa.
That was wild, son.
Yeah, I gotta chill, man. But no, I mean, obviously it's the Texans division. It's theirs. But I'm going Texans, Colts, Jaguars.
Colts in second. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hot take, Jake. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, fourth place definitely got the Titans. I think it's going to be just a rebuilding year for the Ward. Sorry, man. You got nothing over there. Jacksonville, man, dude, they're not doing anything to help Trevor. Poor Trevor, man. Doesn't even get a fair shot. So I got Jacksonville third. I do believe
I think he had weapons this whole entire time.
They haven't helped him with an O-line, man. Man says Hutton. He's already got the backfield against him, man. My gosh, he got the D-line already in his face. Poor guy. He's playing freaking 4-on-12 over there on the defense, man. Gosh.
There's only 11 people in the field at once. But
well, it's embarrassing.
I don't know where the 12th guy comes from.
I do have the Colts actually second place as well. Here's why. I do believe, man, I wish they would have kept AR-15. Boy, did I love seeing to play him, man. You automatically get a win against that guy. That guy was so trash. So luckily, Daniel Jones is now in, and I think he plays a lot better. I think they win a couple more games. But overall, CJ Stroud, this is CJ Stroud's division. No matter what, he plays hard. He plays smart. I think he is a good quarterback, and this is the Texans' divisional win, man. Easily.
All right, Bobby G.
Oh yeah, again, just like the NFC South, this Houston wins by default. But with a real CJ Stroud, please stand up. Like, this is the season. I think we find out who he is and what he's going to be. Like,
he had last year. He had he had the great year, the rookie year, and then he had a little bit of a sophomore slump. Now, yes, he did do injuries. You are correct. There were injuries. I agree with you completely. Offensive line, horrible. I agree.
They fired Sloak too, right? He was supposed to be a coach, and now they fired him. Right? Yeah.
Well, it's like everything that everybody's saying about Jaden Daniels. Yeah, remember that was CJ Stroud.
Right.
Good point.
So, like, Jay-Z said it best. Hey, it was all good just a week ago. But yeah, we're gonna find out what kind of quarterback he is. Can he be a great quarterback, or is he just kind of a good quarterback who just kind of never quite, like Luther's curls, just never really just
ain't quite.
Yeah. The rest of the division is a jumble of so what? I don't think any other team in this division wins more than 6 games. It's like we know the Colts don't have a quarterback, and their quarterback in the future isn't on the roster. They'll probably end up cutting AR in the offseason because they literally just proved his tenure's done.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know why they drafted
the Titans. Yeah, they think they got their quarterback in the future, but they're obviously in a rebuild. Like you don't expect much from them. Jaguars, Sunshine, you on the clock too. Like this is your shit or get off the pot season 2, but
they paid them too.
Yeah, and it's second place in the like. Who cares? It's not second place in the NFC South and the AFC South is not a player. It's not a guaranteed playoff position.
Exactly. Both the NFC and the AFC South, second place is not making the playoffs. I think we can all agree with that. So, Canteen, round us out here.
Y'all covered it all. Nothing for me to say.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos. Boom.